Dear friends, let us understand the role of the words if and unless in grammar. They denote a condition. We can replace if with unless and unless with if. However, some rules have to be followed. Let us take Rule 1. When on the action side of a sentence, there is an if and a negative word, then if can be replaced with unless, and the negative must be removed. The rule can be placed as if plus not is equal to unless. Let us support this with a sentence. If you don't study, you will fail. If you don't study is the action side of the sentence. As per Rule 1, if can be replaced with unless, and the negative word don't can be removed. The action side will now read as unless you study. The result side should be just added on. The answer will now read as unless you study, you will fail. Here is another example. If you don't come, the party will be boring. On the action side, we have if you don't come. And on the result side, we have the party will be boring. Let's apply the Rule 1 here also. If plus not is equal to unless. We shall replace the if with unless, and the don't should be removed. If you don't come will now read as unless you come. The result side can be just added on. The answer will now be unless you come, the party will be boring. Let us now learn the use of if. We can reverse the Rule 1. Unless is equal to if plus not. Let us understand this through a sentence. Unless you work hard, your project will be rejected. Unless you work hard is the action side of the sentence. Here unless should be replaced with if and a not. So it will now read as if you don't work hard. The result side of the sentence should be just added on. The sentence will now read as if you don't work hard, your project will be rejected. What do we do when there is a sentence with if and it is supported by negative words both on the action and the result side? Here is a sentence to understand this exception. If you don't study, you won't succeed. There is a don't on the action side and a won't on the result. Now look at it with this formula. If plus not slash not is equal to unless slash not. Let us now work at this sentence. There is an if and a not on the action side. So we can apply Rule 1. If you don't study will now read as unless you study. When we go to the result side, there is a negative word won't. One should not bother about it and write the won't as it is. So the entire sentence will now read as unless you study, you won't succeed. Take another sentence. If Seema doesn't sing well, she will not win the trophy. This sentence is an exception to Rule 1 as there is a negative word doesn't on the action side and will not on the result side. If Seema doesn't sing well will now read as unless Seema sings well. The result must be added on, though there is a negative word not over there. The entire sentence will now read as unless Seema sings well, she will not win the trophy.